Hi folks from Shea Village in northern Phoenix. We're here for the title matches of today's Junior Bowlers Tour tournament. Both divisions at once today. And in the handicap division we have the new all-time record holder for most handicap career top fives, Drew Stern, looking to add another title to his collection, but he's going up against a guy who's won 3 games in a row, and Alex Pellegrino looking for his second career title. Drew eagerly waiting for his ball to come back. It does. This is the second frame. He struck in the first somehow, and has no problem at all covering up the 10 pin. Nicely done there. Alex opened in his first, but struck in the second. The difference in handicap is 13. Drew's got to beat him by 14 pins to win the match. Over in the scratch division, an interesting battle here, as this is Brian Weyrauch. He's been at or near the top of the leaderboard just about all day long. Sort of a guest appearance for him of late, making the most of it here, reaching the title match. Going up against Mr. Big Time, 50 JBT titles and counting, Kyle King. Lefty versus righty, here we go. Yeah, 10 in the pit. Pretty looking shot from Brian there. Brian did open in the first frame, however. Meanwhile, Kyle spared in the first, so he's leading by 12 pins here. You see him standing way off camera left on this house pattern. What's left of the oil is in the middle of the lane, so trying to grab as much of it as he can. But he grabbed a little too much of it that time, and the ball squirted at the break point and leaves a 2-8-10. First look on camera here at Pellegrino. That one's going to hang out there to the right and get 7 of them. Kyle quickly up here at the 2-8-10. Look out. Gets the 210 out of it, and I think that's the easiest way to make the 210. Just hit the 210 really hard and get something to fly off the back. It almost happens there. Instead, it's an open frame and a change of lead as Brian grabs the early lead. It's been all Alex in the stepladder here so far. He's won 3 games. First of all, he defeated the entire Rap clan, 2 of them, in earlier handicap matches, and that's got a hook. It does. Then got past Dakota Thompson in the semifinal. Dakota just needed a mark to beat him, and he's split in the 10th. Here's Stern in the 3rd, and he goes wide right and washes out. Drew, the rules aren't any different in the title match. That ball return, innocent little ball return over on 25 and 26. Did nothing to him. Poor ball return. See if we can convert this washout. Good shot. Oh yeah, all right. Well, from frown to jubilation for Mr. Stern. It's just a roller coaster of emotions with this guy. What can I tell you? Apologize for that ball return.
Almost pulled it back from that.
Almost, thank goodness he didn't. Kyle, as he often is on house patterns, especially when the lanes drop, he's in front of the ball return on the right-hand lane. I don't think you're going to hear that on camera. He said that hit about as hard as a pillow, and he's right, as that ball got to the pocket and the ball almost took the 10 pin out. And Brian crushes his second in a row in the left lane. You'll see this typically in house shot tournaments, when, especially our kind of events where you don't re-oil after a whole lot of games. The righties have to migrate way far to the left, whereas there's a lot less left-handers, so they don't have to move as far right. Brian's got a little bit better angle of attack, and so far that's played out in the way the balls move through the pins here early on. But it is early. And again, wide to the right. What Alex is doing here that he hasn't been doing the last couple of games is letting that right shoulder open up big time. That right shoulder was facing lane 70, and it's the 32 lane house. That's a no-no. That's why that ball's starting right and not having any room to recover from there. Oh! Are you kidding me? We have seen a lot of those today, folks. Much better, but still a little off to the right. Still trouble here early for Pellegrino, but worse trouble for Stern in this particular shot. Here we go, folks. We have still never had a 710 converted on JBT TV. Drew will give it a little crack at it here. Doesn't exactly throw it slow. Bounce ball. Well, not ball. Maybe the ball. Oh well.
I thought I'd give it a no if just get into it.
Well, he gave it a good run there, but he missed both pins, and that's 1 pin of count. Who knows if he might need that back a little later.
I have 20, 36.
These important things.
Okay, wait, I need that about 20, 30.
No! Are you kidding me?
Oh my god!
The carry here has been weird all day. Sometimes it looks like you absolutely destroy racks, and other times it seemed like anytime you miss, there was a pocket 710 potential, and here it's happened twice in a row. And if anybody can make it,
Okay, Brian.
he's done everything else. Meanwhile, Brian continues to strike and opens up a big early lead. Kyle has made the big 4 on our webcasts a couple years ago up in Ventura. Can he make the 710?
Come on.
Yeah, nothing doing there. It's amazing in bowling how many times you shoot at just a single 7 or 10 and you bounce something out, but when you have the 7-10 up, it seems like they just get glued to the back of the pit. Pellegrino's got to physically throw it better, which he did there. So check it out, he finally closed up his shoulder, and he'll be able to see this on the webcast, but he also kind of adjusted off the shots that were going to the right of the head pin, but the shots were going right because of his shoulder, not because he was playing the wrong part of the lane, so he actually threw it better, and that's why he went high. Meanwhile, Drew shreds that rack. 310, not easy for anybody. Gotta get that ball to deflect into both pins. Oh! That's the other way to do it. Get the ball to the left and have the 3 hit the 10. That'll work just as well too. It's a nice spare for Pellegrino. Brian's got 2 or 3, 4 JBT titles. We'll have to go back in the stat department, meaning ask Brian off camera. Find out how many he has. Has never really bowled full time with us. If he had, I guarantee you he'd have quite a few more. Talented lefty. Yeah, and there's 4 in a row for him. Nobody has bowled more full time than Kyle, of course. In addition to the most titles, he's got the most tournaments bowled too now. Different ball than last time on the right-hand lane. Oh, and that ball checks up early on him. So the last time he was throwing a weaker ball, and it just was too weak through the pins. That time a much more aggressive ball, but it checks up too early on him. Again, with that right shoulder for Alex. It's so tough on the parents back here watching this. Both the parents want to physically grab Alex and get his shoulder to the right.
Where'd you find that little tripod?
Isn't this thing great, believe it or not? Dollar General, fuck.
No way.
Not kidding. These legs don't always stand up so well, but it's well worth the dollar.
And it hooks up to any kind of camera,
Yeah.
really?
Now, well, anything that's got that, that size bulb, it's pretty universal. It's great. I love it.
Which dollar general do you go to?
Well, this one was way up between Kingman and Las Vegas. So probably just happened upon
My
it.
boy put a camera in for Christmas. He went to do like a drag race.
Right. Yeah. Oh, this is great. I love it. Lucky to find it. How many wins do you have, Drew? 2. Brian, how many wins do you have? 1? Me and you? You and me? Oh, I gotta talk about this in a second here. Meanwhile, here's Kyle, trailing big time in this match. Oh! Well, he was about to be really frustrated because the last time that ball hooked too much. That time that ball barely hooked at all, but rolled the 2-pin. He'll take it. Weyrauch can still extend the lead even further here if he can make it 5 in a row. And that short, compact steps. Beautiful follow through to target there. Yeah, he's throwing the ball really nice. Good shot, light hit. So Brian's one, and I thought he had some other titles, but Brian's one and only JBT title is the New Mexico-Texas doubles with some guy a couple years ago. I think my last doubles appearance, right? Another good shot for Drew, leads a 4. That's right. Brian was denied perfection in the title match by some guy who had the only miss in that title match, if I remember, in the 9th frame. You can dig that up on the JBT videos website, I think. Oh, see, and there it is. When the corner pins aren't up, they bounce all over the place. But when only one of them's up.
I like seeing that.
Well, Drew's got a hook get into the 4 and doesn't. Ooh. Watch out, ball return. Gives Drew 119 through 7. Alex right in this match here.
There you go.
See, when he closes up his shoulders nicely, he's way to the left because he might be thinking that, you know, the lanes are different. So if he can get those shoulders closed and get back out to the right, that would be the ideal combination. Hey, it's tough out there. Those frames go by really quickly.
I think it's more stressful over here.
Without a doubt, more stressful on these people than those people. Out the 10. Whoop. The 10 pin can be Alex's nemesis. Not his favorite spare to shoot at. It's not a mystery, but that's a pretty good looking ball at it. Oh! Gee whiz. Just tails out at the end, misses that 10, and so Drew's still in the lead in this match, but it's close. Brian, a commanding lead in scratch. Choose part 2 to see.